Happy holidays. If you're like me, it's been absolutely wonderful to be able to take some time to sit, to eat with people, to celebrate, to be quiet. But it's also nice to get moving again. So I'm going to invite you to come with me to the top of the mat and let's explore, getting back into that. Let's create some heat together, some strength, some stretching. Here we go. So finding the top of the mat, let's take our feet wide, feet angled out, so a little external rotation, and inhale it up. Exhale down, Malasana. Just swaying it out a little bit side to side, warming into those hips. And let's take it up again. Inhale, bring the feet together. Exhale, diving it forward, folding in, bend the knees as you need to. Inhale, coming up, half rise. Exhale, folding in. Plant the hands and walk it back to your downward facing dog at Adho Mukha Svanasana. And let's pedal it out a little bit here, bending one knee and then the other, taking a little twist, feeling nice stretch in the side body. Taking any other movements you feel you would like to in your downward facing dog. And then let's create a little heat and strength by bringing the knees down, but just hovering them. And then we'll straighten the legs. We come into a little bit of a gesture towards a push-up. And then pushing back in the hands, we'll just hover the elbows and let's take that forward and back. Beautiful. So going from this little push-up to a crouch, back to the push-up, and feel that beautiful engagement in the core, in the legs, in the arms. Building heat, building tapas, that fire of transformation. Nice, and then coming back to our Adho Mukha Svanasana. Sweeping the right leg up, bend that knee, open the hip, and then we'll bring that bent knee to tap on the right elbow, flatten the back foot, and let's reach that leg out. So we'll find our fallen triangle, stretch it out. And left hand down again, 2 feet plant, downward facing dog, left leg. So sweep it up, open the hip, bend the knee. Knee comes to tap left elbow, and then we'll find our fallen triangle, second side. Oh, just reaching it out like a starfish, energy radiating from your core. And find your Adho Mukha Svanasana again. Beautiful. Let's once again sweep the right leg up and tap the right knee to the right elbow. This time we're going to step it into a pigeon. So finding your comfort zone here. You might want a bigger bend in the knee, just scoping that out. And then we'll just slide the left hand forward, left leg is back. Just settling into that for a breath or so. Beautiful. 2 hands plant. And let's step it back again, downward facing dog. Sweeping left leg up. Left knee, left elbow, and stepping it forward, finding our pigeon, second side. Taking the right hand this time, sliding it out along the ground. Settling in for a couple of breaths. Feeling that nice stretch in the left outer hip. Beautiful. Let's come up out of that, and now we're going to swing 2 legs around and find our way down to the back. Let's do that by engaging our core muscles. So a little modified boat here as we come down. Let's hold right here and then just sweep our arms over the water on both sides of that boat. And again, maybe there's a lotus floating in the pond, and the other side. And then we're going to lower it down to the back. Stretch the legs long, arms up overhead. Big inhale, getting so long. And then exhale, draw the right knee into the chest, forehead to the knee. And then we're going to just let that right knee fall out to the right, fallen tree. Your branches can just fall on the ground as well. Take a breath here, letting it all go. From here, we're going to exhale that knee in to the chest again, peeling the shoulders up, little core engagement. And then we'll take it to the left, so coming onto the left hip. Here we are, finding our supported twist and finding a few breaths here. So notice there's, your right shoulder blade may not be flat on the ground. It could be. That probably will mean that the right leg will lift up somewhat. So there's a play there between like bringing that right knee down towards the ground, maybe allowing a little bit of a lift in that right shoulder blade. Feel free to play with that. Beautiful. Now from here, we're going to move into Anantasana. So taking your left hand and just finding it a support under your head. Then we'll stretch out the top leg, the right leg, and you can grab it at any point. Perhaps finding the toe with the index and middle finger and drawing that leg in towards the torso. If you need, if the balance is an issue here, then you can take that left leg on a more oblique angle out to the side. And so this is the image of Vishnu, the vastness, reclining on the infinite coils of Ananta, or the cosmic snake. From here, invitation to take it into an oblique front split, so you can just roll over so that your torso is facing the ground. Maybe even let your torso touch the ground, and then come up out of that, back around. Let's lower down again. This time, let's play with our boat pose, so maybe finding a different iteration of it. Bringing the legs straight perhaps, or they might be knees bent. And from here, just lowering down to half boat, and then floating it up to full boat. Let's see if we can find that a few more times. There we go, one more. So we're a low boat, and then classical boat, and let's lower all the way down. Arms reach overhead, stretch it long with a big inhalation. Beautiful, and then exhale the left knee into the torso, forehead moving towards that knee, and let's lay it out to the left. So here's our fallen tree. Little moment of completely letting all the effort go. For a few breaths here, just allowing your body to integrate where you've taken it so far. And then let's recommit, we'll re-engage, peeling the shoulders away from the ground, left knee towards the forehead. And we're going to take this into a supported twist. So coming onto the right side of the body, finding that supported twist. And again, you can play with that, those two kind of ends of the spectrum here, where the knee might be coming closer to the ground and the left shoulder lifts, or the shoulder comes down, the left knee lifts a bit. And it's nice to kind of rock a little bit between those two extremities, giving yourself a little massage. Beautiful. And we'll move from here into Anantasana. So supporting the head with the right hand, and then we'll be stretching our left leg up. So find a degree of stretch that's comfortable for you. Taking a few breaths here and just visualizing that posture of repose, Vishnu, the vastness, filling all of the universe, but in a state of rest on the coils of this cosmic snake. And then from here, invitation to find an oblique front split. So just bringing that leg down, and you might stay right here, or you can roll it over, and you can play with bringing it more upright or coming down onto the belly. And then we'll roll it back, lowering down. Let's find a little bridge pose here. So feet are flat, heels are close in towards the buttocks. Let's inhale it up. So finding that nice arch in the back. Few breaths here. Exhale, melting the spine down, taking exactly that again, or option to come up into a wheel, a half wheel. So planting the hands just on top of the shoulders, fingers pointing towards the shoulders if you're following me into Chakrasana. And we'll lift up through our bridge and then press into the hands, top of the head, straighten the arms. Holding here. You can also lift the heels if you need a little more space in the back side of the body. That can sometimes make it a little more accessible. And then lowering back down, just reversing the way we went in to come out. And let's take an active release here by letting the knees fall to the left, up and over to the right, just flowing from one side to the other, like windshield wipers, releasing that lower back. Beautiful. Let's cross the legs and we're going to rock it up to sitting. And let's bring the soles of the feet together. So we're in a loose Baddha Konasana. And then just flutter the knees a little bit. Little release here. And as our final pose, coming forward any amount. Now initially, as you come forward, think of just flexing at the hips. So the spine is lengthening, lengthening. And then maybe at a certain point, you might want to just soften the spine, rounding forward a little bit, not forcing it a lot, but just a gentle rounding in, much like we would find in child's pose. And coming down further if it's comfortable. And then inhale, releases us up out of that. Let's take the legs long, sweep the arms up, and reaching it forward, and then let's lay it back down. Gesture towards our Shavasana pose, a full release. And I invite you, if you've got more time, I'm going to come out of this pose right now. If you have more time, stay right there and just take the time to really release, relax, Maybe you've still got some holiday time, and this is a beautiful way also to allow our practice on the mat to integrate into our body. Namaste, and I wish you like beautiful, beautiful holiday and a wonderful 2023 as we inch towards that marker. Namaste.